Well, in that case,
Vodka?
Yes, wonderful.
I have some direct from the Ukraine.
Strong, healthy girl like you should not be cutting nails. You should be cutting wheat in the Ukraine.
What does this woman do?
She is Ukrainian shot putter.
Would you mind putting your shot over there?
Now, Mr. President, Ukraine, the grain field of the planet, that unfortunate area between Poltava and Kirovograd, devastated by the elements 2 short years ago. What have I to say to you about that? I can tell you that on both banks of the Dnieper River, the corn is ripening in the sun. And 10,000 robot harvesters are moving down to gather in 50 million tons of flour.
The Most Reverend Kirill Lakota, Metropolitan Archbishop of Lvov.
Ну, что такое? Черт возьми.
Why do you laugh?
They laugh because this man was a political prisoner for 20 years.
So, today he has been elected head of the Vatican City State. He is spiritual leader of 800 million people. He can talk with every leader in the West with the strongest voice of all. The Catholic vote at the ballot box. You must think of that, you know, Tovarishi.
If all the information we have is correct, the Russians have crippled this block here and are now working in the Ukraine, in this area.
Talk about.
Well, I was reading my paper. Is nothing very important, a story about the crops in the Ukraine and this and that?
Avram.
Hey, you want to dance with me, Connie?
No thanks, maybe later.
I got to dance right now. Later, I ain't even gonna be able to stand up.
Oh, well, why don't you look me up if you can make it, Boria?
I'm not beaten yet. I still have armies in the Ukraine.
Yeah, the Ukraine. You know what the Ukraine is? It's a sitting duck. A road apple, Newman. The Ukraine is weak. It's feeble. I think it's time to put the hurt on the Ukraine.
I come from Ukraine. You not say Ukraine weak?
Yeah, well, we're playing a game here, pal.
Ukraine is came to you? How about I take your little bonus?
That's terrible.
Terrible!
Son, do you need some help there?
No, I'm fine. It's just that the dry cleaner has left a shine on my trousers, and my right lapel is slightly bent, and the laundry did not use enough starch in my shirt front. I mean, where are we? The Ukraine?
It might explain why he was killed.
I told the police. They're honest people.
We're sure they are. We just need to know their names and any information you have about them. Are his parents still alive?
No. He has an uncle.
And what does he do?
He's an agricultural engineer in the Ukraine.
Tatiana.
Sounds exotic.
She's a Ukrainian. Really?
Hey, Sully, not for nothing, but I knew this girl, Russian girl. She was a stripper. Nice, bro.
You know, I like music. I used to listen to that all the time back home.
Where's that home?
Ukraine.
Ah.
Do you like sex, John? Because I like sex.
There's a Ukrainian film at the Angelica that's supposed to be very powerful. Interested? No. But I'll go see a normal person movie with you.
Look around you. In the 7th Cavalry, we got a captain from the Ukraine. Another from Puerto Rico. We've got Japanese, Chinese, blacks, Hispanics, Cherokee Indians, Jews and Gentiles, all Americans.
What about the cleaning woman?
Her name is Katerina Dinov, naturalized from the Ukraine. No rap sheet. We're heading out to talk to her right now. You live with someone?
My boyfriend,
You got a name?
Andrei Gorsky.
Where was he last night?
He's a limo driver.
I spoke to a man in custody. All he gave us was a province in Ukraine, Smila.
NSA was able to collect records of all calls made to that number last night and trace it back to here. It's an abandoned Soviet Army base outside of Cherkasy on the Kremenchug Reservoir.
What are 3 Russian atomic scientists doing in Ukraine?
About a month ago, I learned from a contact that a group of scientists from the Ukraine were trying to sell a weaponized virus on the open market.
Boris Badenoff. I know from running away, right?
Why am I Boris? I don't understand this. Everywhere I'm Boris.
Shit, you're Russian, right?
No, Ukraine. Kiev is Ukraine.
It's the same difference, though.
No, you're wrong. What's the matter? You don't like being called Boris? Absurdity.
Oh, no way, man. Boris is way better. That's like the guy from the cartoon. Boris and Natasha.
Party begins without me.
Yeah, it started without you, you fat Russian fuck.
Fat Ukrainian fuck.
Yes, there's a difference.
I borscht. Brendan! Watch out! Do not scream.
Alex, she's the janitor in the building.
No, I'm not a janitor. I'm a lawyer.
Look, honey, I don't care what you were back in the Ukraine. Now you're in America and you're a janitor.
The fuck is that?
Ukraine. I was young, but I remember.
During the Cold War, the Red Army stationed nearly 1 million troops in Ukraine because of its strategic military importance. The day after the wall came down, the paychecks stopped coming. There's nothing better for an arms dealer than the combination of disgruntled soldiers and warehouses full of weapons. I was hoping Major General Dmitry Volkov would open a lot of armory doors in a lot of military bases. For a start, he was family. He was a highly decorated hero of the Red Army, and he was almost permanently shit-faced.
I can't just sell you government property, Yuri. I have to report.
Report to who? Moscow? As of last week, Moscow's in a foreign country.
You flag a new boss?
There is no new boss yet. They're all too busy squabbling over who's going to get the presidential holiday home at the Black Sea. It's beautiful. The ones who know don't care anymore, and the ones who care don't know. After the wall came down, $32 billion worth of arms were stolen and resold from Ukraine alone, one of the greatest heists of the 20th century.
I have it. A Ukrainian haunting spell. Just the thing for these quick trips.
So glad you thought of this.
Ukrainian dance night?
You have pierogies? Only they're not really called pierogies. They're paraha. Yeah, that's Ukrainian. Master linguist. Watch your mouth.
Well, if anyone actually wants to order some non-hypothetical food that's actually on the menu, I'll be back. I have an errand to run.
Do pobачення.
What's that, Hawaiian?
Ukrainian, you jackass.
Yeah, well, Ukraine is the Hawaii of Eastern Europe.
You know, it's not called the Ukraine. It's just Ukraine. Fascinating. Would you say the Canada or the Portugal? No, I wouldn't say that. Canada has more Ukrainians than any other country except one. Can you guess? Is it the Ukraine? Yeah, it's the Ukraine.
The Ukraine, a country of some 52 million people, is in almost total blackness tonight in the wake of a series of freakish lightning storms of catastrophic proportion, which struck the country at approximately 4 a.m. local time.
Ребята, вы мне мешаете. Я должен закончить эту работу.
Да. Ted, Sergei says stop moping around. You're distracting him from his process.
You speak Ukrainian?
Son of a bitch. You set me up.
Who the hell are you?
I give you tickets, and you tell me Chili Palmer come to my store and I kill him. But yet, No chilica.
Yo, Tolstoy, take a number.
The cops come with tickets.
Cops? What cops? Excuse me, Vladimir, I don't know how they do it in the Ukraine, but I believe I was here first.
Be cool, nigger.
Okay, according to customs, the entire production batch was shipped from the manufacturer in Pennsylvania to a clearinghouse in the Ukraine, where it sat for 9 months before being shipped back to the U.S. and sold to one Ravenson Wholesale Medical, right here in Detroit.
Notorious arms transporter Victor Brana was recovered today from a lake near Odessa, Ukraine. It's suspected a business associate may be responsible.
Who wants a Smirnoff Ice and some bootleg Ukrainian porn?
Как твоя фамилия? Скажи твою фамилию.
Кириленко.
Откуда ты?
С Украины.
Звідки? Села чи міста?
Серпіні. Коло Києва.
Потерпіть трохи. Розумієш?
I have a friend from Ukraine who's got a gun.
But you do handle kidnapping cases, don't you? The BAU? I mean, it is your mandate.
Yes, when necessary.
Mrs. Chern's brother, Natalya's uncle, worked for me at the embassy in the Ukraine.
Be that as it may, there are channels these cases must go through, and if our particular expertise is required...
Чего мне говорят, я не понимаю. Ну какие channels?
Please, we don't have time.
It's just not something that's up to us.
Я тебе сказала, что они нам не помогут, потому что власти одинаковые, видите,
Mama.
везде одинаковые.
What are we gonna do? We can't sell this.
You're right. We can't sell this in the United States.
What?
We simply have to find a market with lax safety regulations. With your international appeal, we can go anywhere. How about the Ukraine?
Not the Ukraine. I own some property on the Dnieper River.
In Volyn?
Closer to Cherkasy.
Well, we'll find another country then.
No, it's okay. What are we gonna do, Roy? She's so young. Where are her parents?
All right, easy there.
15. Not so young.
You could call the cops. Mike, think about what you could be getting into here.
Phone. Kirill, for job. For me.
No. You don't want a job with that guy. Mike! Look! You can put her back. Right now. Kirill will kill you if you don't.
Let me go.
Hey. You got anybody in America that we could call right now? Family?
No.
No family anywhere.
From orphanage. Ukraine.
No, Dad, it's Prague. We're gonna be fine. It's not the Ukraine.
Does this look like Chatsworth? Do I look like a Ukrainian sex worker? No.
How long you been in the States?
3 years in New York.
Well, this is a far cry from Manhattan and a universe from Moscow.
I'm from Kiev.
Ах, прекрасная Украина.
You speak Russian?
A little. I learned in the 80s when you guys were still commies.
In Ukraine, we speak Ukrainian.
You're not from around here, are you?
Where is it you would imagine I am from, Dr. Jones?
Well, the way you're sinking your teeth into those W's, I should think maybe Eastern Ukraine.
Highest marks. Colonel Dr. Irina Spalko. 3 times I have received Order of Lenin. Also, Medal as Hero of Socialist Labor. And why? Because I know things. I know them before anyone else. And what I do not know, I find out.
You really should begin to think more positive.
I'm realist.
friend was right when he said you were all doom and gloom.
What means doom and gloom?
You know, you only see the horrible and the terrible.
Your friend, where does he get this? He doesn't know me.
Just talking about you in general. Russians, as a people.
I'm not Russian. I'm Ukrainian.
Excuse me.
Not excused. We're different people. We're different here and here.
My guess is the last thing he drove was a tractor on some Ukrainian potato farm. he crashed into curbs, he went over speed bumps, he went twice around my whole estate.
The guy who said he's never been anywhere. I give you, Charlie Hendricks, the world. Is this Russia?
I'm from Ukraine.
She from Ukraine? Concentrate now, Mr. Karpov.
You shut up when I talk to my boy, understand?
Yes, Mr. Karpov.
Good, that is good.
Wow, that's a big plane.
It's Russia.
Chemotherapy and the surgical incision near the neck suggests thyroid cancer, add cataracts. Both are symptoms of past exposure to high levels of radiation.
And it looks like there's acrylic dental work, which confirms he's not from this country. Professional guess, there's a good chance our Vic is from the Ukraine.
Eastern Europe. Chernobyl, 1986.
Explains the radiation.
Puts him a long way from home.
She came in from the Ukraine about a month ago. She was promised some kind of a modeling job, and he hadn't heard from her since. Ronnie, that was her name.
Missing persons involved?
She was one of those people who falls through the cracks. Language barrier, lack of information as to where she was, who she was with.
Yuri Antonov. He's a courier for a Ukraine diamond manufacturer.
Where's the briefcase, Lena?
Okay, great. You know what? Whoever hires you, they can't be too happy. So when we send you back to the Ukraine, yeah, I'm sure you'll live a long life.
I don't know what the case is. Dorit never talked. After what I put him through, he should have talked. Anyone would have talked.
Stefan Koczynski. He's 35 years old. He was born in the Ukraine.
Bryony Havers worked for Family of Five, a charity devoted to the 5 poorest former communist countries.
Ukraine?
Is one of them, yep.
Why are you on the ferry?
I was coming back from a relief expedition.
One of your errands of mercy.
Yes, if you like.
And you had cargo on the ferry, a container?
Yes, there had been an outbreak of typhoid in Ukraine. I just delivered a shipment of medical supplies.
Yeah, but that was on the way to the Ukraine. On the way back, you had what in the container?
A vehicle.
Yeah, that's what it says in the manifest. Here, unfortunately, all of this is now at the bottom of the sea.
How about this? Oh, fresh shipment of young hookers from the Ukraine, former Yugoslavia. Who cares?
Look at that.
You from the Ukraine?
Yes.
Where about?
Small town, Pavlivka. No one's ever heard of it.
I know Pavlivka. Yeah, I spent some time in Balaklawski a few years ago.
Really? Mm-hmm. Years ago, even locals weren't allowed to Balaklawski.
Some of the best partnerships in history are built on mutual dislike and distrust. Russia and the Ukraine, for example.
Someone in the Russian syndicate smuggled nuclear fuel rods out of the Ukraine.
Is that really moisturizer?
By Ukrainian standards, yes.
Ugh, I have to get my underwear specially made by this village in the Ukraine. They call me Daddy Round Round. Send me a Christmas card every year.
That's some big underwear.
My underpants paid for their water filtration system.
I'm sorry. There's been a terrible mistake. My idiot husband here booked this match without my knowledge.
She's from the Ukraine, Lois. She doesn't speak English.
All right.
She's from the other part of the Ukraine. It's a different dialect.
Hugo, the Ukrainians. I need an address now.
Yep, they're Ukrainians, but they're students. They used to be able to drink back home, but they needed fake IDs to buy booze here.
There is no Baba Yaga. Like there is no Santa Claus or an honest Ukrainian.
A local man has been kidnapped by Ukrainian gangsters. We've received the following video.
Death to America!
Stick to script.
Fine.
Elderly woman seeks companion must be able to read Ukrainian. I can't do that.
Yeah, those Slavic languages are bare.
So is this what you like in the man?
What? No, he's just a customer that went rogue.
He is weak and girlish. A woman like you needs a real man. You know what they say, once you go Ukraine, you will scream with sex pain.
Be a big pain in the ass for such a little turd, isn't he?
Yeah, it could be worse, though. I could be home in Ukraine.
Huh. Is that bad in Ukraine?
Oh, Ukraine's fine. I miss my family, but opportunity-wise, America kicks ass. So we have some cool phones for music fans. Lots of memory, easy to navigate.
You sound like you escaped from a James Bond movie. Are you Russian?
From Ukraine, with love. I'm a huge James Bond fan. I've seen all the films. You Americans throw nice funerals. In Ukraine, we say one prayer, we throw you on the ground, and get drunk.
I am Vaskod, General Counsel with Ukrainian Department of Energy.
My government will officially deny that we're having this conversation. At one of our decommissioned facilities, a discovery was made, which I fear may be alien in nature. The facility's name is Chernobyl.
It's uninhabited since '86. I hear it won't be livable again for another 20,000 years.
At least. Ukraine was the most fertile land. It's a tragedy. This way.
Gear up! We have 60 minutes on the ground. Watch your radiation levels.
Well, can't one of you just take him, please? He's driving Dylan crazy, you know?
No, all we have is that storage room, and Dan's friends from the Ukraine are staying there. There's like 6 of them.
You know, I think the kid has a point here. Calling them is a little over the line.
The line my ass. Why can't we call them ******? Just call each other all the time.
Oh, they're allowed to call each other
Why can't we call them
I don't know. It's some unwritten code or something. I asked my maid about that once.
Your maid is from the Ukraine.
I know. They really hate
Bloody hell. That's the Ukrainian army, buddy.
Yeah.
Кидай зброю, я її вб'ю.
We don't want to hurt you.
Кидай зброю, я її вб'ю.
Put the gun down now.
Nina had a condition. I didn't know about it. No one knew about it. Not her parents, not that quack doctor of hers back in the Ukraine.
And grandmother's kind of sexy.
That is Taras Shevchenko, the greatest Ukrainian poet.
Come and sit. Back in Ukraine, I was hospital administrator. I loved it so. Oh, take your grandma. I work at Children's just to be around the administrating.
Sort of like a lower stakes Goodwill Hunting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The soup is incredible.
Is there a secret ingredient?
Oh, yes. Love.
I just have to look good, okay? Not like some Ukrainian dentist.
Your lack of accent is quite impressive, Mr. Gura.
Thank you. I learned English as a boy.
If I met you on the street, I would never guess you were native Ukrainian. But at work, well, the tools of your trade gave you away. Your janitor's cart. You decorated the handle with blue and yellow rags. Since all of your cleaning rags were white, I knew that the fabric was deliberately chosen, and as I later realized, representative of the colors of the Ukrainian flag. Then I pulled your personnel file, and lo and behold, under education, you listed Oleski University. Congratulations. Arguably, best medical school in all of Ukraine.
Not arguably. Yes, I was a doctor in Ukraine. Now, I'm a janitor. Is that why I'm here? A problem with how I clean the floors?
Meet Frank and Elena Prentice.
Looks like he won the lottery.
Actually, she cost him a bundle. Mail order bride from the Ukraine.
People actually do that?
Yeah. Why? Are you in the market for a wife? May I help you? Special Agent Moretti, FBI. This is Dr. Pierce. And you are, Masha, the apprentice's housekeeper, correct? Yes.
Ukrainian mobsters do not take what you give them, they just shoot you.
We just got a break on Mike's shooting.
What?
The last person to see Kaj alive was Viktor Baskov. He's a Russian expat. We couldn't find anything on him in here, but we got a hit on the Interpol database. Turns out he's a member of the Kashka Brotherhood in the Ukraine, known for narcotics and human trafficking.
Hold on.
Come to Ukraine. I own 16 cell phone store. I give free plan to all my girls.
Okay, time to go, Betsy, time to go.
Что такое?
He says I won't end up like the others.
That is horrifying.
See, you met Vadim. You know he's my stem.
Oh, you're the Soviet stem.
Ukrainian.
Okay, people. This is an amazing event.
Except for Cicerus, we have all the stems from the tri-state area. Vadim, the Russian?
Ukrainian.
Oleg, they're shooting a TV show here, and the back of my head or the side of my boob is gonna be in it.
Good for you, Max. I was on Ukraine's version of Big Brother once, better known as Just Living in Ukraine.
This is Vincent Durov. He runs an aerospace company in the Ukraine, and he takes his winters here on South Beach.
He's dabbled in the black market for years, spare parts, engines, but he never sold to terrorists or enemy nations.
Oh, how about this? In Ukraine, music always delivered in wooden bags.
Sure, whatever.
My grandfather, he was socialist. He starved to death in Ukraine like an asshole.
Damien, I would like to introduce you to Natalia Filas. Natalia just recently arrived from the Ukraine, where she's here to pursue the American dream.
Oh, wow. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. And where exactly do you dance, Natalia?
Ужасно!
Wait. Wait! What are you doing?
Just consider the device as payment for services. Спасибо, наслаждайся! Who is the Ukrainian? I'm not going to tell you. You gave him a chemical weapon. He took it.
The White Guard. Bulgakov. Ukrainian nationalists dying for their beloved Kiev.
Just got off the phone with the adoption agency. Baby's canceled. Good luck growing up in the Ukraine, baby. You'll be cold, and I'll be drunk. Woo!
Wow.
It's honey vodka from Ukraine.
Що сталося? Ні, я прийду. Нічого не роби. Да, спасибо. Спасибо.
It's not Russian, it's Ukrainian. A poem. The sinner in me suffers well in chains, but one caress eases this pain I'm used to, and for once I feel loved, and I'm home.
Ukrainian girls, the branded ones, are stolen girls.
What do you mean, stolen?
Girls who get snatched from some village on the other side of the world and dragged here. They are kept, sometimes in cages.
So we're not talking about prostitution, this is sex trafficking.
Yes, they suffer in ways you have never heard of. Then thrown away, cause trouble.
Can you describe this man?
Very handsome, tall, Russian.
No, Ukrainian. With the small scar right here.
Sergei Dominov! Freeze! Turn around. Slowly. Slowly.
Drop it, Sergey! Drop the gun! Put it down! Put it down on the ground.
Sergey Damanov, you're under arrest for the murder of Oksana Svetlova. You're a badass. Spetsnaz, Ukrainian Special Forces. You fought with the Russians in Afghanistan, against the Russians in Chechnya. In Croatia, you fought against the Serbs. Now, look, I'm not that good at geography, but what this itinerary does tell me is that you like to fight, you like to kill, and you like to get paid for it.
In Ukraine, I was police detective. I shot many criminals.
Ukraine, huh? I've never been further than Sioux Falls myself.
Then I was brilliant scientist, but I quit to be with my family.
Oh, come on. Don't tell me you're spoken for.
Divorced after rehab drinking problems. But now I am with my sister, having adventures.
You sure have little life, huh? Wonder how a simple guy like me keeps a girl like you in a place like this.
You'd have to be very strong.
No! Oh, come on!
You're sitting on me.
Whoa! What are you doing?
This is my seat. I was sitting here and you came in and you sat on me.
I don't think so. Maybe they do that in your home country of the Ukraine, but here in America, we don't steal people's seats.
Brian, I think the new girl likes you.
I am Sue Heck, and I am not new.
Wow, your English is so good. Isn't our English so good, Deb?
So good, Court.
Моя солоденька. Чи ти?
You're doing great. Stay with me. What does he say?
I don't know. He moved from Ukraine as a boy. We only spoke English.
Я не можу померти, не сказавши тобі щось. Моя солоденька.
What, Maxim? What?
He said, I cannot die without telling you something, my sweetness. I'm fluent in Ukrainian.
Ukrainian? I'm blown away. Who speaks Ukrainian?
Roman is short for Romanov. I went to summer camp every year in Vovchik.
Холодець. A Ukrainian dish whose outcome can never be predicted.
Клянуся тобі, я ніколи не взяв чужої копійки. Ніколи.
So I asked myself, how many Ukrainians do I know who could report a robbery in progress before that robbery was actually in progress? And then I thought, Rabbit's Ukrainian. Maybe he could point me in the right direction. So what do you say? Can you?